Hello everybody, greetings from the streets of Hanoi here in Vietnam. And I ran into Tim Scheffmann, who is an entrepreneur and very interesting. Tim lives in Laos, in Cambodia, and he runs what would be considered to be a social entrepreneur type business model in building the lending business at the village level. Now, that's different from a Grameen Bank, which is a microfinance credit business in Bangladesh, which is a large institution that lends to the groups of 6 women in the villages and then collects the profits and redistributes it from the institution back to other parts of the country. But Tim's model is that it's designed for villages to be self-sufficient. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Okay. Now explain what you do and where you are with it. And the technology that Tim brings in is simple digital technology that consolidates the Excel sheets that are run at the village level. Tell me if there's something missing in what I just explained.
So it's absolutely right. We are running both sides of the balance sheet, so the savings and the lending. So the village comes together, pools, funnels funds together, and then they are lending out of that. Secondly, the distribution of the profits works like a cooperative model. So yes, absolutely right. The village benefits from it, and we have a study that poverty can be reduced like over 30% more in villages with village banks. So they build up now over the time good balance sheets that we actually park into the commercial banking system. We have about $12 million excess. The whole loan portfolio is about $50 million, and right now we are in 6 of 17 provinces, so not even half of Laos is covered. But we are planning expansion into the more viable provinces also, that we can scale up. Right now we are with 225,000 customers, and those customers, they are actually benefiting and they are enabled for banking.
Right? Who gave you the first capital required to grow this business? And the capital that you have invested in it, you say that the asset book is about $50 million. Is that leveraged in any form? Did you have to borrow in order to lend? And is it self-funding?
Yes, it's self-funded on the village community level. So we bootstrapped LTS Ventures ourselves. We built up that model to now being leveraged into other countries, like we are looking to expand to Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand.
Where we are right now, yeah, and Thailand,
yes.
all of Indochina, yeah.
So because we have all the same structures in Southeast Asia, there's always a province, a district, a village, and the banks, they only focus on the province side. So we are having a way more far outreach because we're using a shared ledger, which is actually blockchain technology. From outside it looks very simple, like a list of villages, but then on the real technicalities, someone is running with a laptop into the villages, digitizing all transactions. We're building credit scores on that. Together with the risk profile of the village bank, we are building a lending suggestion that can be overwritten by the local credit committee. But actually, our technology, our AI is good at 80% right now, and we are learning with every loan decision that is taken. And we have data of 3 years now, but we still need to build that more up and becoming more perfect so that we can let the technology do all the decisioning.
So you're lending at village level, you're building a credit profile of each villager and even each village.
That's true. Villager, village, and then also on province level, we have the credit scoring.
Do you know how fascinating this is? This is community banking at the grassroots, being built from the ground up here in Indochina by people like Tim, The software itself, do you build it yourself, or are you just, it's an upgraded version of an Excel sheet?
So I worked before with IBM, and I had some ideas about core banking systems. I worked before with Credit Suisse. We had a proper wealth management solution. I combined all these platform ideas together into our Langshan Banker platform. It is home built. I have a team of 8 developers in Laos, and they are highly motivated because we help a lot of people. We help 225,000 people to bank.
Now, go on.
That is a major motivation for the developer themselves.
Now, do you need a license for this in the countries that you operate now?
There is no license as such. We got a direct authorization letter from the central bank itself.
Right.
So stating LTS Venture can use this platform Langshan Banker to do the village banking with the saving credit unions.
So they allow you to use the word banker, and they've allowed you, in other words, it's a no objection letter basically.
It's more than non-objection. They really say
We want it. We want you to do it. Now, will you become auditable and regulatable if you cross a certain threshold, or if you look like you're a deposit-taking company?
So we are on audit. We are very strong ourselves. So we are voluntarily being audited right now every year. We do not have monthly audits yet, and so on. I think our operations are too small yet, but as soon as we leverage into other countries, definitely there will be then higher requirements. But we impose those requirements on ourselves because we want to be a very transparent business.
Now, if you have a blockchain element to what you're doing, and you're able to carry information across your different villages that you are operating in, does that potentially, is that potentially able to function as a payments platform?
Yes, because in our account numbers we have province, district and village codes. So someone gives me his account number in Vietnam, like here, and goes to an agent and says, please transfer amount of money to this account number. And this person connects to me in Laos, Vientiane. I know exactly the village and the account to top up the money.
Isn't it? So is there a temptation to become a payments player?
Absolutely.
So what kind of funding are you looking for, like to grow the business at the moment?
So at the moment we are pitching for a $4.5 million ticket for extending into 3 countries, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, to get a digital microfinance license, and to expand also to 3 more provinces in Laos itself. We would be willing to give up up to 35% of equity for that, and we believe we should build a vehicle in Singapore because the investments is very safe there, and we can use that vehicle in Singapore then to fund the expansion into China.
You know, Tim, it's exciting meeting you here on the streets of Hanoi, to know that there is someone like you. What were your origins in Germany? Where did you start your career that gave you this idea?
Actually, I started in a village bank in Germany.
See, he started in a village bank in Germany, and now extending the concept into the villages of Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Really good.